This presentation is for personal investors who may want to open a brokerage account, retirement account, or mutual fund account. You will learn about customer identification programs that are utilized by investment companies. Topics covered here include the definition of customer identification program, the importance of customer identification programs, the parts of customer identification programs, and some examples. CIP stands for Customer Identification Program. CIP affects banks, investment companies, and other financial institutions by creating requirements to know your customer as part of anti-money laundering operations. The CIP regulation came about in response to the attacks of September 11th. On October 26, 2001, the USA Patriot Act was made law. Section 326 of Title III of the Act mandates that all financial institutions must establish customer identification programs. For investment companies, all customer identification programs must include these procedures. 1. Notify each customer of the identification information needed to open a new account. 2. Obtain identification information from each customer before opening a new account. 3. Confirm the identity of each customer with reasonable certainty and within a reasonable time before or shortly after opening a new account. 4. Check each new customer's name against any watch list maintained by the government. And 5. Keep a record of information collected to confirm a customer's identity. The purpose of CIP is to prevent money laundering and terrorist financing within U.S. financial institutions. CIP mainly serves as a deterrent to would-be money launderers such as drug cartels, corrupt politicians, and crooked businessmen. CIP also stops terrorist organizations from legally entering U.S. financial markets. Information from an institution's CIP may be used to prosecute acts of terrorism and money laundering in the U.S. and elsewhere in the world. By engaging in CIP, financial institutions pay close attention to knowing who their customers are. In this way, individuals whose identities cannot be verified are kept out of U.S. financial markets so that investment products and services are less likely to be used for illegal purposes. A consumer becomes part of the CIP process when he or she wants to open a new account either as a new customer or as an existing customer of an investment company. The consumer must be notified of the CIP process. Typically, the headline, Important Information About Procedures for Opening a New Account, will be on a form that is used to open a new account. Language on the form will explain what information is being collected by the investment company and why it is being collected. Also, the language will indicate a possible need for identification documents. To open a new account at an investment company, a consumer must provide at minimum 4 pieces of verifiable identification information: legal name, street address, date of birth, and identification number. Identity verification performed as part of CIP may involve documentary or non-documentary methods. The investment company will begin with non-documentary methods that involve independently confirming customer-supplied information through credit bureaus, public records databases, and other sources. If non-documentary methods are inconclusive in confirming someone's identity, the investment company will request documents such as driver's licenses, state-issued ID cards, military ID cards, or passports, and in some cases copies of utility bills, bank statements, Social Security cards, or other documents. Documentary methods are normally handled by employees within an organization's legal or compliance department. Each new customer's name must be checked against any watch list maintained by the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, which is a unit of the Treasury Department. This is commonly known as performing an OFAC check, and OFAC stands for the Office of Foreign Assets Control. Typically, the investment company will conduct a search of the customer's full name against all of the names on the Specially Designated Nationals or SDN list, as well as some other lists. An investment company is required to keep a record of any items received from consumers as part of the CIP process, whether an account was opened or not. This means that if consumers are required to submit documentation to confirm their identity, copies of those documents will also be retained by the investment company. If an investment company cannot with reasonable certainty verify the identity of a customer opening a new account, the company may refuse to open the account, close the account if it has already been opened, or restrict additional purchases into the account. If the company confirms that a customer's name matches a name on any government list, such as the SDN list, the company will take immediate steps to restrict assets into or out of any account and notify the appropriate federal agency. Sam Jones is an existing customer of MNO Funds. He wants to open a new brokerage account. While applying on the company's website, he reads the notice about the CIP process supplied by MNO Funds. He provides 4 pieces of identification information as shown on your screen. He completes and submits his application and the CIP process is started. Sam Jones's identity is not able to be confirmed using non-documentary methods. His name is not on any government watch list. The issue that caused the non-documentary method to fail was the address. Sam Jones did not provide a street address and gave a P.O. box instead. MNO Funds requested a copy of valid photo ID from Sam Jones, and he submitted that to them. Because the information and documentation he gave were sufficient to be used to confirm his identity, Sam Jones was permitted to open a new brokerage account with MNO Funds. John Smith is a new customer of ABC Securities. He wants to open a new mutual fund account. While applying over the phone, he listens to the notice about the CIP process supplied by ABC Securities. He provides 4 pieces of identification information as shown on your screen. He completes the call and the CIP process is started. John Smith's identity is able to be confirmed using non-documentary methods, but his name is found on a government watch list. The issue that caused the OFAC check to fail was the fact that John Smith's name and other information matches the name of an individual on the SDN list. ABC Securities does not open a new account for John Smith and notifies the appropriate federal agency. CIP is part of an investment company's overall anti-money laundering operations. CIP is a legal requirement concerning identity verification of new or existing customers who want to open new accounts or transact new business at financial institutions. The identity verification process starts with non-documentary methods but may also include documentary methods. The identity verification process also involves performing an OFAC check on all customer names. Through CIP, financial institutions have confidence in knowing that their customers are real people who are not engaged in unlawful activity.